Hello virtual pilots, I'm Andre Celesti and welcome to the first episode of Spot the Screenshot, a show dedicated to our creative users that take their time during or after a gameplay session in DCS and search for that perfect angle and lighting in order to get those amazing screenshots. There is always a story behind a picture, and here at How I Play we want to share them with you. So if you are a dedicated virtual photographer in DCS, or you happen to enjoy taking screenshots after your last sortie, you now have the chance to share it with thousands of viewers in one of our shows. More information on how to do that in the description down below. So without further ado, let's start. And first one in our gallery today is the highly talented artist at Alpha Check Designs, the one and only Biwi. His aviation artwork is purely fantastic, worthy of a desktop wallpaper that will urge you to jump into a flight every time you glance at your screen. The pictures remind me of those boxes for aircraft modules in the shops, brings back memories, and for sure some of you may agree as well. I asked Biwi what's the story behind the shots. He said that with a beautiful rework made by Edie on the KA-50, he wanted to recreate an artwork that would properly represent the module in action. He took some screenshots that captured both the KA-50 and the Mi-24, flown by our buddy Petrovic, of course. Yes, it's me, Petrovic. Then he started work in Photoshop with the rest of the scene. The landscape is a real photo. And he also added all the effects by hand. The glare, gunfire on the hind, the explosion, the smoke, and he made everything blend together with a color grading. The entire process took about 15 to 20 hours, and we can once again say what a wonderful and passionate community we have here. Alpha Check just launched their website where you can find more free desktop wallpapers perfect for aviation geeks just like us. He also had some fantastic merch worth a buy, either for you or for a buddy aviator. It's the perfect gift for aviation enthusiasts. I'm looking forward to buy one myself very soon. Moving on with more enchanted work by Ahmed Habib, the Apache longbow in what looks like an FOB. The shot is very realistic. With a ground crew inspection, you can actually feel the heat in this picture, or something like that. Then we have a 8NC close-up, getting close and personal with the GAU-8. Wearing the Black Snake livery, the 8NC is one of my favorite modules in DCS world, and its imposing figure spells danger from above in every screenshot. Continuing with Ahmed's gallery here at How I Play, we got a taxi run with some Mirage F1s, a shot that simply spells, "We got some heat, give me a drink." And in order to cool us down, we continue with a granulated shot of a Mi-8 hip at night, followed by a very smart angle from within the cockpit. Speaking of pictures that you can hear, well, the action must be intense in there. A wonderful shot during a ground attack from this crew. We continue with an F4 Phantom engaging in some air-to-air. The shot takes us back in time. You can almost smell the napalm and hear the soundtrack as one of the other pilots took this shot. It only makes the wait for the Phantom a bit more smooth, as we can get this mod right now in DCS. We covered it in our last add-on Spotlight series. Make sure you check it out. Continuing with a KA-50 Black Shark tree in a motion over some dense forest areas, Ahmed captures a great shot while engaging some targets during a beautiful sunset. The picture looks very realistic. Once again, great talent in getting the right screen capture. I know it's not easy, especially playing with a replay and fast forward in a manner that doesn't crash the game. We move on with two stunning shots made by our Marble Falcon. I presume he is waiting for the Strike Eagle and takes his time to admire our current version of the F-15. We know, dear Falcon, in the future. These shots makes you appreciate the recent changes in DCS, the volumetric clouds and atmospheric scenes in the morning or sunset. And to complete the setting, Bonk, one of our community members, took the F16 Viper for a spin in the rain. A great close-up shot stands out. Cutting through layers of rain in the clouds, the Viper looks slick and fast. No wonder many of our users choose to take their time and capture these awesome shots when the modeling of our jets is one of a kind. And as we gaze upon the last picture from Bunk, most likely later in the day, it makes me think on how a persistent unit between mission could impact gameplay. You know what I mean? Maybe a subject for another time. Let's move on. Barak took the F18 Hornet to the skies and managed to capture an entire story from start to finish. With a cold and dark startup on an airbase that contains some Black Hawks as well, then a taxi lineup followed by an afterburner takeoff. Air-to-ground strike followed by flares. Barak captured perfectly each key moment in his flight, and the Hornet shines in the sunlight with high detail textures, each rivet and bolt popping out, taking you up there in the skies. This is my favorite picture from Barak. And as you can guess, he made it back to base safe and sound, but he has some explanations to do in the briefing later on, as we notice he spent all the taxpayers' money that was strapped to his plane today. Must have been a hell of a fight over there. Now sticking with the Hornet, Mont shared a successful ground strike on what looks like an enemy forward operating base. Great angle here, and even though those explosions look almost identical, it's still very cool and takes you into the action of the moment. Before we move on, it's time for our sponsor. VR Rock is offering something we deem right for our community: blue light protection and specialized prescription lenses for your VR headsets. Yes, you heard me right. It's a problem I encountered ever since I started using my VR headset. My friends who wear prescription glasses couldn't enjoy flying in DCS as my headset couldn't safely fit without taking the glasses off. VR Rock will manufacture the lenses according to the prescription information you provide, fitting most VR headsets currently on the market, and will ship it worldwide with the benefit of a tax-free policy. They also include non-prescription eye protection lenses. If you use our Hip Games discount code, you will receive 5% on any order and support our channel in the process. Link is in the video description. Ravan jumps in with a flanker saying hi. We have a great collection from this talented content creator. His YouTube channel is linked in the video description. He makes amazing videos from DCS. His pictures are tied to the videos, but he manages to capture the essence of a scene with each shot. He uses a vibrant color palette all together with a few shots in grayscale. His attention to detail is impressive. I also enjoy looking at his pilot shots. We know these are not easy to make. One of my favorites is the MiG-21, another superb wallpaper contender that can urge for another flight in the MiG. The Mi-8 gets to shine as well in this one. Ready for a deadly ground attack, the gray tones with dark and white background gives this picture a cinematic look. Same goes for the Tomcat, a top-down view with a wing tucked behind, raging with speed and during a deadly attack from afar. Another perfect screenshot, this time with the Hind. Notice the shells dropping behind and the smoke around the main gun. Someone at the other end received a fair share of lead and stand either suppressed or obliterated by this mighty helicopter. Ravan, together with all of our screenshot providers, are all valuable members of the How I Play community on Discord. You can be one too. We share our passion for aviation and simulators, DCS and others, and together we drive the force that continues to provide content for our YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching. A big shout out to our patrons that support the channel: Rhinox, Runan, Bish, Payway aka Malone, Santiago Ordonez, and Steven Adaschik. And all of our viewers that donate to our channel. This helps us to continue to invest full time in this channel and your favorite content here on YouTube. And if you want to support the channel, join our Patreon page and get a few benefits. Check our sponsor, VR Rock, and use our promotion code. And of course, leave us a like if you find the video informative and entertaining, and subscribe to keep in touch with all the latest news on your favorite simulators and games. I am Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe, and I'll see you next time.